Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. Guys, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video as always, guys. Guys, some of you have been asking me, Imran, your videos haven't been as regular. Guys, I know, I'm sorry, I have been very busy. I will say this, though, I'll give you some good news. From tomorrow, I'm off for 3 weeks. So I've got 3 weeks off, so videos will be regular, and I will be doing videos probably every day from tomorrow. Or try to get at least one in, maybe two, depending. But yeah, and hopefully maybe get live in here and there. I can't promise anything, but I will try to definitely try, hopefully see if I can get some lives back hitting lives. But yeah, guys, some news. There's some news. Apparently, Canelo Álvarez, Eddie Hearn says that Canelo will look to fight John Ryder next, which I don't know. I don't know. That's not going to go down too well with some people, just because of the fact that John Ryder isn't seen as a top opponent, and people want to see, Canelo in there with tough opposition all the time. Even though his counterparts seem to get away with it, and when they fight, Demon, whatever the guy's name, Andre is fighting, it's fine. Canelo has a different standard that he has to follow. Unfortunately, if he fights anybody that fans don't feel that is fit, being in the ring with him, they let their feelings known, and they obviously show their disdain towards Canelo. Some of the fans, which I find a guy that's fought a lot of top tier opponents, and then he has to continue doing that in order to keep proving himself. But then there's other guys that haven't fought anybody for 10 years, and they're okay when they fight that because they're not stars apparently. So yeah, I think it's Canelo probably feels deflated, and he's probably got to the point now where he don't care what people say. He doesn't care what people have to say, because I think he realizes that the people that talk negatively about him will always talk negatively about him, irrespective who he fights, irrespective what he does. He'll always get negative criticisms. I think Canelo probably just blocks it out at this point. He don't really care what people say about him. I think that's how it should be for any sportsman at a top level, because unfortunately in sports, you'll always get criticism. There's no sportsman in the history of sports that has never received criticism. It's just not how sport works. You always receive criticism. You always get hated on. You always, if you go, you could have done amazing for like 7 years of your career and done excellent, performed at the highest level, top level. You could have one bad year and that's it, and everybody's onto you. That's just how brutal the sport is. Now you'd say that, look, they get paid a lot of money as well, so of course, that's the part of the job. When you're getting paid a lot of money, people expect you to perform, especially if it's a team game. When it's an individual sport like boxing, you're for yourself. However, your stock drops. If you lose fights, your stock drops. You're not as sellable. You're not going to get the same pay packet in your next fight. So that for a boxer, it's very important that they win and they look good, and they look good winning, because it affects your pay packet. Of course it does. It affects your pay packet. So yeah, Canelo obviously lost a Bivol. Canelo's such a big star where it probably doesn't affect him at this point. But Canelo, for me, Canelo wants to prove that he's the best Mexican fighter. He wants to prove he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. And for him to do that, I think he knows he has to fight all these guys. And I think he will. But I think he wants to fight them when he wants to fight them, not when the public and people want to force him to fight them. I think he will fight Benavidez. I think he will fight a lot of the guys that you want to see him fight. But I think he'll fight them when he wants to fight them, not when you want to see it, or not when anyone pressurizes him, because Canelo has that ego where, he's not going to get pressurized into doing what he wants to. But I think John Ryder is the right move for him next. I'll tell you why. I think John Ryder at this point in his career Canelo needs, after that surgery, he needs a fight. People say Golovkin's a tune-up fighter because Golovkin was still dangerous. Golovkin was still a good fighter. Canelo, yeah, he won that fight comfortably, but Golovkin's still dangerous. Golovkin's still dangerous for anybody. Charlo struggled against Montiel. Do you honestly think Golovkin wouldn't beat Montiel? A lot of people think, oh yeah, well, Golovkin. No, Golovkin's still tough fight. He had a Bivol, Golovkin. That's not easy. Oh, Golovkin's a tune-up fight. No, it wasn't a tune-up fight. It was a massive fight. Just the mental pressure, and even the getting in the ring with Golovkin, even at 39, it's Golovkin. It doesn't matter whether he's old. That's not a tune-up fight. John Ryder is a tune-up fight. Yeah, you know, John Ryder is not a top tier. He's never been at that top level. He doesn't know what it's like at that kind of level because he's never been there. So yeah, for me, this is a tune-up fight, but Golovkin wasn't a tune-up fight. The mental stress around Canelo, then going into that fight not fully fit. For me, it's definitely not a tune-up fight, the Golovkin one. So Canelo, this one for me is a tune-up fight for sure, the Ryder fight. And I think after that, then it's not like Canelo's fighting Domain wherever Andre's fighting. He's fighting somebody that people have heard of, and I mean, he's fighting somebody that is a good fighter. You know, Ryder's a decent fighter. You know, and when Canelo beats him, Canelo's gonna fight someone next that is gonna be like Bivol or someone. You know, someone that's a top tier. So that's the difference. You know, Canelo's not gonna fight John Ryder then fight another John Ryder. He's gonna fight John Ryder then fight Bivol. So I know we have to respect that. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to know your opinion, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.